Yeah. Chat. Welcome back to Positively Honest Podcast, where we keep it absolutely positively honest. Back to back pain. We going through pain after pain. But we gonna be alright though.
Don't check them without flinching. Before they come with extensions, I'm ready.
We gonna be alright, man. We gonna be alright. But you know what I'm saying? After they, you know what I'm saying? The talk about the drainage. Like they drain your energy, chat. Like they drain your energy, dog. For real. But anyways, that's not what y'all came here. You know what I'm saying? Or that's not why I started this stream. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really have that much time. I was gonna take another day off. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that laziness kicks in. When I miss one stream, chat, it's really hard. Like it's a spiral. You miss one stream, it becomes another one. It becomes 2, it becomes 3, it becomes 4. You feel me? So it's like I hate missing stream, but then at the same time, it's fucking hard to stream every day. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have already another child. Especially when you are already, you know what I'm saying, when you're slaving, when you're in the plantation in the morning through evenings. You know what I'm saying? In a hot heat, sweating, pain, going through, dealing with bullshit, dealing with, you know what I'm saying, lame ass people who are just like dealing with the Walking Dead, basically the Walking Dead. But anyways, and when I say that, I'm talking about in today's age, how people just are okay with everything. Oh fuck! I apologize, chat. I know that was an echo. I apologize about the echo, chat. I give myself
Stupid.
Sometimes I don't mind taking the L. You know what I'm saying? My whole life I've been taking L's. I swear to God. You know what I'm saying? L after L at this point. You know what I'm saying? I got used to it, man. But that's not a good thing, man.
Nope.
Never get used to taking L's. Staying at the bottom. Always try to strive for your best, okay? But that's not why I came here. That's not why I started this stream. So let's get into the topics we have today. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys, everything that, whenever you guys see an article, you guys would read this and you come up and your conclusion will be, oh, they found cure for cancer.
Stupid.
How did you came up with that conclusion? They did not find cure for cancer. And I know maybe you heard Joe Biden saying that, you know what I'm saying, and I'm sure he misspoke when he said out of nowhere that he found cure for cancer. Let me make one thing clear. We still did not find a cure for cancer. There is no pill that can treat cancer. Okay? They're working on it. Will this work? Maybe. Are we just gonna say, oh, this is it? They found the solution. No more cancer. Can we say that?
Nope.
Not so fast.
Nope.
Okay? So, we gotta be careful, chat. We can't just say, oh, all of a sudden. So, we have this article. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys be like, oh my God. Like, a lot of you guys be hitting me up saying that. What you think about this? And after I've been reading I've been doing a little research. Obviously, as you can see in this article, in this title right here, scientists, you know what I'm saying, develop pill that destroys solids cancer tumors in early research. Keyword: early research, which means it's not finished yet. Okay? It's in the early stages of finding out if this really gonna work or not. So it's not, you know what I'm saying? There's no there here. It's a step in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? And I really hope this works, because there's a lot of like, cancer is really, really bad, and it kills a lot of people. We can agree on that. I hope we can agree on that. Okay? But anyways, that is the first topic that I really wanted to just touch on before I get into a heavy subject. Okay? And the second one, obviously, it's a little bit of it's a story that might be, you know what I'm saying, it might be a little bit emotional. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try my best to just give you, you know what I'm saying, to just report how things are, and to just not go down to the rabbit hole. Okay? So as you guys can see right here, let me zoom in. Okay? I hate these fucking commercials everywhere. But anyways, family of a black man killed during Minnesota traffic stop ask the governor to fire troopers. Okay? Will that happen? I don't know. So obviously, the inequality continues in America, okay? The inequality in America continues, and it's no secret.
New World Order. Nope.
It's no secret. You know what I'm saying? Especially in Minnesota, after what happened to George Floyd, obviously, you know what I'm saying, they're not going to learn from it. We're not going to learn from it. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to keep happening. This is not going to be, sadly, it's not going to be the last black man. You know what I'm saying? These cops kill or murder. It's not going to be the first. I mean, it's not going to be the last. Okay? And that's sad to say. And I don't know, like, how we can really, really find a solution for this. But everybody just say something about this and move on. Just like how they don't even touch on black crimes. The hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we are connected to the Matrix.
We in the Matrix, my nigga. We in the Matrix.
All right.
We in the Matrix, my nigga. In the Matrix.
DJ
Take it how you want. But how did this happen? You know what I'm saying? You might ask, how did this happen? When did this happen? Who did this happen to? And you know what I'm saying? Why? How? You know what I'm saying? What caused it? What for? What for this young black man died? Like, what for? You know what I'm saying? It's like deja vu, like all over again. All over again. You know what I'm saying? Like all over again. So there's no real concern for lives, okay? Especially black lives. But this story obviously states that so let's see. So this is what happened. I hope I can zoom this part. Alright, so here we go. So this part right here, it says troopers had pulled over cop who was that young black man who was 33 years old. Ricky Cobb, that's his name, okay? The troopers had pulled over Ricky Cobb, who was black, obviously, for a traffic stop early Monday on Interstate 94, which I went there a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And it's full of fucking cops. I ain't gonna lie. It's hot. They be like every fucking where, like fucking with his. But anyways, it was on Interstate 94, Minneapolis. A body dash cam, which I'm not gonna show. I am not going to show for multiple reasons. I didn't even continue watching. Like I tried to really look at the video because I like to actually look at the evidence. I like to see what really happened from my own eyes. I don't like hearing it from anybody else, and I suggest you do the same. Please go seek and look at that video. I will try and find that video, and I will link it in the description below. Okay, so no excuse for you. So that body dash cam video from the state patrol show, the tail lights were out. So you killed this young black man over a tail light that was out? Really? That was the whole reason why you stopped him to begin with? This is what I'm saying, chat. And let me show you something. Here's another thing. Let me zoom this shit in. I'll be doing the research for ya, because there's no outrage. And a lot of people are just the fucking walking dead. Okay?
We in the matrix, my nigga, we in the matrix. We in the matrix, my nigga, in the matrix.
We just into the matrix. Like we just, you know what we say? You know what we say? Let me see.
Oh yeah, everything's fine.
Like the world can be ending from the other side, and these motherfuckers will be like,
oh yeah, everything's fine.
How, bitch? The world is literally on fire, and you are here.
Oh yeah, everything's fine.
What? What the fuck? New World Order. Bruh.
Look at this. Under the term of a new settlement agreement between the city and the actually let me read that again. Under the terms of a new settlement agreement between the city and the Minnesota Department of Human Rights, MPD officers cannot, as you guys can see right there, cannot pull over drivers for sole purpose of expired tabs. You see that? Expired tabs. What else? License plate issues. Broken lights or mirrors. And what was that young brother was killed for? Was stopped for to begin the first place to begin with? A body dash cam video from the state patrol shows the tail lights were out. So how the fuck are you gonna stop? You know what I'm saying? When the fucking, you know what I'm saying? When there is a fucking law that says you cannot stop someone for the purpose of fucking expired tabs, license plate issues, broken lights or mirrors, or failing to signal a turn, among other issues. And this is the reason is because these are not like fucking major violations to begin with. Number two, you can always find this. There's like surveillance, there's cameras, there's like video recordings every light. When was the last time you look up? When was the last time you were on a red light? I know, yeah, don't look up at all. You feel me? Y'all don't look up at all. Y'all just drifted around. You feel me? Like, y'all just drifted around. But anyways, next time you on a red light, do yourself a favor. Look up on top of the red light. You know what you're gonna see? A big ass camera looking at you just like this. Zoom in on your fucking face. You know what? If you look at you on your side, you're gonna see another big ass camera. And no, it's not the one that's made for the other traffic that's coming from the other side. No, this is from another angle to actually get you from the driver side window. In case that camera right there cannot get you for some reason, in case you have something covering you. Okay? We are in a state of severe. I can't even say that word, but you know what I mean. We've been recorded, but guess what? Americans love getting violated by the government, of course, not by another person. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, they will take out on you. Like, have you ever seen when you're driving on the highway, these motherfuckers driving like 100 miles an hour for no fucking reason? Like, why the fuck are you upset? Like, go ahead. If you're frustrated, go ahead and take your frustration somewhere else. Like, why are you driving 100 miles an hour for no goddamn reason? You got off work, okay, you been slaved on. We all been fucking slaved on. But you know what else? You know what we doing? When we get off work, we clocking in for ourselves. It's time to go to work for ourselves. We got no excuse. They drain us. But you know what? We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to go ahead and clock in for ourselves. Otherwise, there's no another way. There's no any other option. There's no any other option.
Nope.
But to just fucking go all in. Cause they want you dead. Basically, they already left you dead. They already left you dead. I guarantee you. You know what I'm saying? Majority of people are fucking lonely than ever before. That loneliness is a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm talking about, man. That shit ain't no joke, bro. I'm telling y'all, man. But anyways, let's get back to the story that we were reporting on. But you see the hypocrisy? They will pull over. You know what I'm saying? If you're black, of course, your rights they don't really fucking matter. They say it does matter, but that is what?
Stop the cap.
All fucking cap. Okay? All man created equal. You know, where would we be without that American, you know what I'm saying, propaganda? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
We in the matrix, my nigga, we
You know what I'm
real
saying?
owners now.
We
The
in the
real
matrix,
owners,
my
the
nigga,
big
in
wealthy
the
state
matrix.
agents that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pocket. And they own all the big media companies that control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. Nope. They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table and figure out how badly they're getting fucked by a system that threw them overboard 30 fucking years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your fucking retirement money. They want it back so they can give it to their criminal friends.
New world order.
They'll get it. They'll get it all.
New world order.
Because they own this fucking place. It's a
New
big
world
club.
order.
And you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
New world
By the way,
order.
it's the same big club they used to beat you over the head with all day long.
But you get the point. And RIP George Carlin. I know you're in a better place. You know what I'm saying? Because the knowledge, you gotta open your mind. You know what I'm saying? You gotta relate to. You gotta find the people that you relate to. There's a lot of. You know what I'm saying? You can't just talk to everybody. I don't give a fuck what other people say. I don't fuck with everybody. I'm not everybody's friend. But y'all get the point. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to touch. You know what I'm saying? I just want to show y'all the inequality continues. Okay? And another inequality.
J. Trump. Today, an indictment was unsealed, charging Donald J. Trump with conspiring to defraud the United States, conspiring to disenfranchise voters, and conspiring and attempting to obstruct an official proceeding.
Former President Donald Trump was indicted for the third time this year on August 1st. The indictment comes after an investigation led by special counsel Jack Smith into Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election. The indictment includes multiple conspiracy charges, including charges of conspiring to defraud the United States, conspiring to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiring against people's rights. This adds on to the list of legal problems the former president is facing. He was indicted in a hush money case in March and a federal classified documents case in June, a case also being prosecuted by Smith. Trump is also under investigation in Georgia, where a district attorney is investigating Trump's attempts to overturn the 2020 election. The former president denies all wrongdoing and claims the indictments are politically motivated.
These are ridiculous indictments, and all they're doing is hoping for massive election interference. That's all they want to do. They want to damage the leading candidate, by the way, leading by far, I have to say.
Oh my God, bro.
This is an incredibly weak.
Unbelievable. I don't want to go far into this, okay? But what I want to say is about this subject. If I can even get let me see if I can even get actually, forget it. But let's talk about this issue, chat. Let's really talk about this headline right here. Former president to be arraigned on 2020 election charges. Arranged? You know what I'm saying? It's whatever, man. I know a lot of you guys don't know, including a lot of you guys don't know what this word means, or including me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But you can look it up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie with y'all, man. I ain't gonna look it up right now. That would be a little bit embarrassing. But anyways, what I want to say about this, real quick, and I don't want to stay on this fucking topic because it divides people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say, Donald Trump is the best. Nah, I'm not going to really say that. You know what I'm saying? He's not sane. He's not, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, he said a lot of bad things that people don't really fuck with, okay? But I've really fuck with, like, I liked some of his policies. And I totally agree that some of his policies, actually, some of, like, his policies were way better than the policies that Joe Biden has today. That's a fact. Look it up. Like, look, you got to do your own research, okay? Don't let other people tell you the propaganda. Like I always say, don't even believe me. You got to go ahead, do your own research. When you hear from me, please fact check me, okay? Check your resources, look around, see what's up, and see if I'm lying, see if I'm telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to sell you anything. You don't even have to subscribe. Like, I'm gonna get there no matter what. With you or without you. That's a fact. And the whole reason why I fucking got this channel is because I'm tired of this fucking propaganda and propaganda mouthpieces. They're just there for the, you know what I'm saying, to just spread the propaganda. Really, they compromised. There's a hidden agenda. I don't have that. I don't get paid from, like, I don't get paid $1 from these fucking billionaires. Nah. Fuck them. I wouldn't take money from them anyways. On God, I would not. You feel me? It's not about the money for me. It's about dignity. You feel me? Like, we're on this fucking planet. Some of you guys, some of you guys already dead. Y'all just waiting to be buried. On God. Y'all just waiting to be buried because it makes zero sense. There's no outrage. Bend over. You know, they tell you, hey, bend over. And you know what do? You bend over. You ask no question. No question asked. Like, why do you have your brain? You might as well just, you know what I'm saying? Give it up. Like, donate it to AI. Like, what the fuck? Go ahead. Like, just fucking donate. Like, what the fuck? If you just, like, fucking, hey, you going this way. Okay. If you just fucking, if you're a normie, just donate the fucking brain. Donate. Like,
New World Order.
They successfully
We in the matrix, my nigga, we in the
plug you to the matrix.
We in the matrix, my nigga, in the matrix. Hey.
Bro, they thought The Walking Dead is just a show. Nah, bro, it's reality, bro. The Walking Dead, they be just preparing y'all the reality, the new reality. Okay, some of these motherfuckers, like, they're already dead. Like, they don't even know this is the first time in the United States of America's history, the 200 and some history long. This is the first time the United States ever charged or indicted a former president. This is what the United States preaches and tells other countries to not do. Don't fucking charge your former presidents. Don't. This is exactly what it tells other countries like Africa. African countries, they be telling, hey, Congo, don't fucking charge your former president. Don't do it. It's not a good idea. You know what I'm saying? And if they disagree, they have no, like, they just invade them. Like, look what's happening to Haiti. Shout out to my Haitian Shout out to my Haitians. They will never hold us down. Regardless. Bro, they assassinated the president of Haiti, right? And then they put I would say, it's safe to say, a puppet prime minister. You know what I'm saying? And the prime minister now wants help all of a sudden from the EU forces, from the United Nations. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck do the United Nations has to do with, like, Haiti? Okay? Like, if y'all need to help Haiti, why not build their military? Like, don't fucking send another military to fucking steal the resources. What the fuck y'all doing? But of course, it's right in front of y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? If y'all already plugged into the matrix.
We in the matrix, my nigga, we in the matrix. We in the matrix, my nigga, in the matrix.
Yeah, I don't even know that shit is happening. And actually, Kenya, out of anyone, Kenya decided to be the first fucking country to volunteer to invade Haiti. You know what I'm saying? When they tell you, when they try to change slavery history, and they say it was blacks who sold black people, it was Africans who sold black people.
Stop the cap.
It's like, it's exactly the same shit that they're doing today. Like, look at that Kenyan brother. Like, a Kenyan African, you know what I'm saying, military is basically being used by the EU, which are, safe to say, all white, like all these powerful countries who are actually, who used to be, you know what I'm saying, like slave masters to these fucking countries. So these countries have no choice. Like Kenya have no choice. They're a puppet to the United States. They have no choice. They get funded. You know what I'm saying? If the United States says, oh, we're not going to give that money to Kenya, I swear to God, Kenya will starve tomorrow. So that's why. You know what I'm saying? They have no choice. So now they're going to go to Haiti. You know what I'm saying? Now they have no choice but to fucking invade Haiti. And now later, maybe 100 years from now, maybe the history will be changed. And then they're going to be like, oh, look, it was never about the EU. It was Kenyans who were fucking invading Haiti. It was never about the EU. It was never about white people. Like, all right. Banana Republic. You know what I'm saying? You do this back home. Why? Like, I just have a few questions. Like, why the fuck now? Like, why now? In less than a year from election time. Why are you dividing more? Why are you dividing people more? Why are you dividing the people? Why are you dividing, you know what I'm saying? We the people. We're supposed to be we the people of the United States of America. That's how the Constitution of the United States starts. We the people. But obviously, like, that been long gone.
Nope.
They don't fucking follow the Constitution. That's like, how do you, like, tell me, how can you save America without saving American values? What? Like, let me say that again. How can you save America without American values? You can't just destroy the bedrocks for this democracy and say, oh, like just destroy all of the fucking bedrocks, but then you're gonna say, oh, this democracy. Like, the illusion This is what I'm saying. Like, they just lie to your face. Like, you just, like, I cannot believe I'm part of this. Like, I'm part of these people, bro. Like, I wish there was.
What? What the fuck?
I'm gonna move on from this. All right. Now let's get into. Shout out to Redacted. I fuck with you guys. You guys have been amazing. This is like, you guys inspire actually people. Like, they really inspire. They do a real, you know what I'm saying? Obviously there are some things that I don't agree with, but majority things they are good people. Good journalists, independent reporters. That is important, okay? So let's get into it and hear a little bit about this.
Well, Congress wants social media to be run by the government. I know you're shocked. This comes from a new bill put forward by Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren and Republican Senator Lindsey Graham. Now, what they're calling is this a bipartisan effort to regulate online platforms, but basically it's they want the controls. They want basically, and you can see who they're after when we look closer in this bill later. They basically want anyone who they can't control right now. Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, that kind of thing. If you are an entrepreneur that owns a social network that they cannot control, they are interested in getting their hands on that. Now, what this would do is establish a new federal commission called the Digital Consumer Protection Commission, and it would have the full power of a federal agency to subpoena documents and witnesses and set standards for content moderation. It's billed as a modification to the Clayton Act of 1914. Do you know what the Clayton Act is?
No, I don't.
It is an antitrust act.
I was going to say, is it awesome?
Well, it's 1914.
The reason why they joking about that is his name is Clayton. So ironically, there is a Clayton bill. That's what she's trying to explain right now, which is, amazing. But she's an amazing wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's a good role model, but not all the way. But she's not perfect, but nobody is. You know what I'm saying? But I respect her. It's hard. Like, I don't say that a lot, but I got a lot of respect for her and for him.
Sure, I'm sure it is. This bill does show some kind of concern for data and antitrust, but that, to me, if you read the bill, is all window dressing. You could write an antitrust bill, sure. You could write a data protection act. You could do those things. We have those things. This is like, yeah, we care about these things, but really censorship and content moderation, that's what we care about, and that's the meat of this. Why do they want this? Well, because they've been caught censoring speech around so many things lately. Hunter Biden's laptop, what the fuck? COVID, anything else you can think of that they've been censoring from the Twitter files? I mean, the sky's the limit, right? Treatments to COVID, masking, all of that kind of thing. The election, talk about one politician over another. So now, since a federal judge recently said they cannot do that anymore, they're making a government agency that could. Last month, the case from the Attorneys General lawsuit in Missouri and Louisiana, the judge ruled that the government must stop censoring speech. And the Justice Department is trying to appeal this because they want that power back so bad they can taste it. And in this ruling, we saw all manner of censorship that did happen inside of Facebook, Twitter.
It's time to level.
Well, it actually did happen though. And let me see. Let me go back to the. Obviously, we got another story that coming up, but we're gonna have to get back to this video again. You know what I'm saying? You see what I did there? I'm kidding.
Instagram, YouTube, Google, Pinterest, we saw it, you guys. We saw, this is just the Facebook files we saw last week, but rewind the tape of this very show. We have not let one of them slip by because it is important to remember just how much you are punished and controlled from sharing speech, no matter what. So who knows if this new bipartisan effort will pass, but it is basically a carbon copy of what we talked about last May. You may remember this, the Digital Platform Commission Act of 2023. This was something we talked about in May when it was introduced. It would put behavioral codes on users based on the types of things they share, like, oh, you're one of those, anti-masker, or you care about Hunter Biden, that makes you a crazy person, right? Behavioral codes, and give the government full access to police and control every website. Hell this new bill has that too. Every website. This previous bill that I'm just reminding you of that we talked in May, it was introduced in the Senate and no movement has happened yet. So they're going to try again. Now, how is this one different from Elizabeth Warren and Lindsey Graham? It defines social networks as dominant platforms if they have at least 50 million users or 100,000 active users in the U.S. and they are not publicly traded. So again, there's this bit there that says if they have private ownership, they are especially interested in getting control of that because, you know, as we saw from the Facebook files, Mark Zuckerberg and his executives were not exactly comfortable with the censorship that they participated in. Is that cold comfort? I'm going to say yeah.
Yeah.
I did find that a little bit of a cold comfort. Not to Congress, though. So if there's like one gatekeeper, they are especially interested in that. Now, if you get designated as a dominant platform, then these companies have to pay a license and pay to keep that license active. And there are very strict wording here about if you have repeat offenses about content moderation, you can have your license revoked. So we saw yesterday in the Facebook files that there was a Biden official, a Biden administration official who had said, I want this removed. And when it wasn't, he was pissed off about it. Well, he wouldn't have to call and scream anymore with this new agency. He could just get them punished. Bang, that's done. You don't have to lose your cool, as we've seen so many times. Twitter was given the business. Facebook was given the business. Every time they did not comply with a government request, they were screamed at. Well, now they can be punished.
I think it would be the policing unit of this.
Right? It's a political appointee, so it would be kind of like the Surgeon General, like appointed by the president
with his or her own staff.
Yes.
Right. So they'd have their own staff of people that would spend all day long basically going through and deciding what they would want to censor.
Yes.
You would have like an office in Washington, D.C. And, well, they already do, right? They already do all of this. But now it would be a uniform office that we would know the address. We would know where they get their mail. And there would be it wouldn't be a charade anymore. We would know exactly where they are.
Right, but think about it. I can't remember the senators' names now. The ones that specifically wanted the Russian misinformation campaign. Do you remember from the Twitter files? I'm sorry, it escapes me right now. There were two senators that wanted the Twitter files to push the Russiagate bit, right, about certain misinformation plots. And when Twitter refused, they freaked out and went to the press and continued to threaten them and, said Twitter is being irresponsible or what have you. Well, now they wouldn't have to do that because they could correspond directly with this agency to say, these are the topics we're concerned about that you need to go after. And so you could tell, who would be leading who at this point. It would just be government agencies.
Genetic Jabber in our chat says they call it the Department of Censorship.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Now, what they're saying is that they're going to exist to make sure that social media platforms are transparent in this.
What? Did I heard the word transparent from a government official?
New World Order.
Stupid. Bruh. What did he say?
The real owners now The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice.
You don't.
You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical...
Me and you. They don't want people like us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like thinking for ourselves. Other people, you know what I'm saying? The news, CNN, will do the thinking for them. And all they have to do is just go up there, get programmed, and just walk around. Donald Trump is bad. Joe Biden is good. Donald Trump is bad. Joe Biden is good. Donald Trump is bad. Joe Biden is good. Donald Trump is bad. You just keep listening to propaganda.
We in the matrix, my nigga. We in the matrix. We in the matrix, my nigga. In the matrix.
Donald Trump is bad. Joe Biden is good. Donald Trump is bad guy. Joe Biden is saint. Donald Trump is the devil. He's racist. Joe Biden? Oh my God. He never say a bad word. Like he never said anything. He's like the most intelligent, honest. He's saving democracy. Oh my God. Look at what he's doing in the Ukraine. He's saving the world. Oh my God.
New world order.
Stupid. Russia? Russia's bad. No, Russia's bad. Oh my God. It's bad. What they doing, we have to fucking take Russia out of the map. Israel? They're saints. Oh my God. Who's Palestine? Oh, like, hide. Don't talk about it. Or otherwise, you're gonna be banned. Oh, like, hey. What?
New world order.
Alright, man. We can freestyle. Alright, we can freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like we can freestyle. Like all day long. All day long. All day long, man. All day long, man. And now, I want you guys here. One of my favorite people. One of my favorite channels. Gerald Senti. Or I can't really say his name, but Gerald, you're amazing. This guy right here. Number one, I hope I make it to his age one day. And number two, if I do, I hope I become like him. Like, he is one of those people that are truth tellers. And when they die, they will be in a good place. I guarantee you. And they will leave a good legacy. Unlike you morons who have no dignity and morals and ethics whatsoever, who are just fucking AIs. You are a robot, okay? And you're already dead. You just waiting to be buried. There's difference. You can just breathe. Trees breathe. Trees are just, you know what I'm saying? They just there. Like, what do we do? What do humans do? Some humans cut down. You know what I'm saying? So, you're even worse than a fucking tree. Tree is valuable. there's benefits to a tree. There's a shade. There's actually a fucking benefits. But to a human that is already dead and waiting just to be fucking buried, you have no fucking benefits. You're just wasting space and air and fucking you have no use. You're just basically a herd for the government. You're just fucking obedient piece of shit. Where's the outrage? Got carried away. My bad. I got carried away. My bad, chat. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like you know. But, like, let's go ahead and, you know what I'm saying?
This is Gerald Salenti, and it's Wednesday, August 2nd, the day after the full moon. And we have with us again a man of men, somebody we're very grateful and honored to have with us. And the title of it, Government and the Freedom of Speech. So, Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech, the First Amendment of the Constitution. And you're right, the First Amendment is a negative right. It does not grant the freedom of speech. Rather, it restrains Congress from abridging right that pre-existed Congress.
What?
So, you know, what the fuck? When you talk about freedom of speech, you have no freedom. All you have to do is believe the crap that the government shoves down your throat and swallows.
New World Order.
And if you don't believe what the government believes, and you could think for yourself and have the own facts to think for yourself, that's misinformation.
The perfect example.
I'm the bad guy. Now that I can think for myself, now that I can see and fucking think and see with my own eyes and hear it with my own ears and connect the dots and do my own research, now I'm the bad guy. Now I'm the bad guy. Huh? Now I'm the bad guy. You gonna label me? You gonna fucking shadow ban my fucking channel just because I'm telling the truth? Just because I want, you know what I'm saying, people to really live a better life? Huh? Just because I want to live a better life? Just because I don't want to be slaved? I don't want to do a plantation fucking job that's going to lead me to a fucking grave? You gonna fucking, you know what I'm saying, try to like disability me and fucking put me down? That ain't gonna work though. Because I got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing to lose. I already lost everything I got. Let that sink in. I already lost. Like this all left. You wanna take it? You wanna silence me? The only way you're gonna silence me, you're just gonna have to kill me. You're just gonna have to fucking get them drones. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. That's the only way y'all motherfuckers gonna silence me. It's just to kill me at this point. Cause I'm tired of these fuckers. I'm tired of these people, bro. Ain't no way this is America. Ain't no way this is America. Ain't no way.
Example of that is the interaction, the interplay between the First Amendment, RFK Jr., Facebook, and the vaccines. Okay, so RFK Jr., like you and me, like a lot of other people who live to move the dial.
Way more honorable, way better than us. Okay? Way better than us. To say the least.
Of public opinion. In your case and in my case, it's towards human freedom, and the same with Bobby. Challenge the government on the vaccines, and we're prepared to argue, and we're arguing that these are...
For 18 years, nobody was willing to argue Robert F. Kennedy about vaccines, about anything. Nobody. They were always scared of him. After they assassinated JFK, of course. Why do you think JFK was assassinated? We all know the truth. It's not a coincidence. Things just don't fucking happen. You know what I'm saying? If you believe that, that's the language of the poor. I'm telling you, it's the propaganda.
Not vaccines. The vaccine gives you a small dose of the disease. It absolutely does, because the government does take it down when Facebook does get in bed with the government. I'm not picking on Facebook. I'm telling you about a real case making its way through the federal court system in Texas. It happens as well with the other big tech, but the Facebook one, because it's in Texas and it's getting a lot of publicity. When Facebook does this, it will lose its ability to censor its own content, and the court will impose the First Amendment restrictions that apply to the government to Facebook if the court finds that Facebook is doing the government's bidding. So you get in bed with the government and you...
Oh my God.
New World Order.
A lot of you guys think that I be just saying things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly read books. I watch, you know what I'm saying, content. I learn new things. Hours and hours and hours, regardless of how I feel. After I work for these fucking bills. Because that's all I fucking work for my job. My job, by the way, in America right now, due to inflation and all this shit, 2023, an average, what you might call minimum wage job in America will not get your bills paid. It will not.
Nope.
You're gonna have to work another job. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to look for another job. So that means I'm gonna have to stream less, because I'm gonna have to get another job, because I have a job already. I work 8 hours, but I can't really even pay my bills. Like, I can't. And I'm not even living a lavish lifestyle. Like, I'm living like bare fucking minimum. I can't even fucking sustain and live the bare fucking minimum in America 2023. Like let the record reflect, okay? And you motherfuckers are not outraged, because if I'm feeling this heat, I'm sure you feeling it. Like, you just taking that big dick, and you just taking it with grace. Like, I don't get it. Like, why are you allowing, like, where's the outrage? That's what I'm not understanding. Like, why is everybody okay getting fucked? Like, that's what I don't get it. Why is everybody, God damn. Where are the people that are not okay with being told what to do? Where are the people that are not okay with just bending over and taking some big ass shit from the back? Like, where are those people? Like, that is who I want to be around. Like, those are the people that I want to be around. I don't want to be around normies. I don't want to be around fucking soul drainers. The Walking Dead.
Up with the same restrictions imposed by the Constitution on the government. If you get caught, if you have a few $1 million to file the lawsuit, if you can persuade a judge and a jury that this happened to you, it happens all the time. And
of course, we all know that, you know what I'm saying, the government is spying on our phones, but hey, we are okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Most people say, oh, we have nothing to hide. So, like, what are they gonna find? Listen, you fucking lame, like, this is how your logic, like, this is how I'm gonna test your logic. It's like you're saying somebody can like come in my house anytime they want and you know what I'm saying, check up. But since I have nothing to hide at my house, nothing illegal, nothing to hide, they can come in. The government can come in. That's exactly how it is. Like, it's your phone. It's like your fucking house in 2023. But hey, we're just gonna let that slide. We're just gonna let that slide, okay? Democracy, man. That's just the word in 2023. It don't mean shit.
Know about it. We know about it because Bobby Kennedy is a public person, because they kicked him off of Facebook, because some of the doctors who wanted their arguments to be on Facebook got kicked off. And in the course of that litigation, there are all kinds of emails from Facebook executives to each other saying, the White House is on our back. The government is after us. Get the government off my back. We got to do something about this.
You feel me? The government is like threatening Mark Zuckerberg, his nerd ass, if he don't comply. There's gonna be consequences. The FBI is gonna knock on his door. Of course, he's gonna comply. What do you guys want? Mark Zuckerberg, like, he's shaking up. What do you guys want? When the CI calls, like, hey, what's the password to Meta? You feel me? Where you keep all these fucking passwords? Where, like, you know what I'm saying? What's the username of this fucking software? And you have to give. And the government, you know what I'm saying, will have access, and they can just say, hey, silence that guy. Silence that guy. I don't like what he's saying. And there's Google files, YouTube files, there's Twitter files that we have seen it already, there's Facebook files. It just goes on and on and on. And this is happening in America, 2023. Who would ever thought? Not the founding fathers. They're like turning on their grave right now. Like, what? Is this like, is this reality in America?
Again, this is communism. It's Nazism. It's how dare they say what we should think? I mean, I'm not a moron. I write a magazine. I only put facts in it. And as you mentioned,
he's not a moron. Matter of fact, he's super fucking genius. He got the brain he has. They don't make that. They don't make those anymore. Like, maybe it's rare. I got lucky. By the way, I got lucky. Oh boy. Oh boy. Cause some of you guys can't even listen and like understand what he's saying and say, is that true? Can I fact check? Where are the states, like, in today's age? Like, how are things going? Nobody's using common sense. And like, I used to hear people say, oh, common sense is not as so common anymore. Like, what? You know what? It's true. Holy. He is fucking telling the truth. This is not America. It's not the democracy that we knew. We know. It's not. We knew actually. Okay. This is not the America. That was America. 100 years ago. This is not America. This is not America. That was America. 30 years ago. Okay.
communism. It's Nazism. It's how dare they say what we should think? I mean, I'm not a moron. I write a magazine. I only put facts in it. And as you mentioned, this mRNA inoculation, it's the first gene therapy inoculation ever injected into a human body. And you can't question an Operation Warp Speed inoculation and say this is more data on this? No, how dare you? Nope. And again, it's not only censorship from the government. Look at all the media. They only had people on there promoting the COVID war. And I call it the COVID war, by the way, because that's what all the politicians, Trump, Boris Johnson, one after another in both parties, they called it we're at war. And they use war because to sell fear. And when they sell the fear of war, that people march off to it. And all you need is to look at the facts. 88% of the people swallowed the crap spewing out of the mouth of that little nobody, George W. Bush. We're going to get that guy Osama bin Laden, dead or alive, and we go into Afghanistan, the longest war in American history that cost us, what, about $5 trillion. The numbers keep going on. So the people are dumb enough to believe this. They're dumb enough to believe that.
The whole purpose of the First Amendment is to keep the government out of the business. Speech is a natural right that belongs to individual persons. The government does not have freedom of speech.
Nope.
The government has nothing to do with the marketplace of ideas. So the government sneakily goes behind the scenes to pressure those who own the bulletin boards, Facebook, Google, etc., to take down statements on the bulletin boards that the government hates or fears or that challenge the government. Absolutely prohibited by the Supreme Court. When a federal judge in Texas examined this evidence, he signed a nationwide injunction against the government, prohibiting it from communicating with any big tech about the content of speech. Of course, they can communicate with big tech about other regulatory issues, but not about the content of speech. An appellate court lifted that injunction, but I believe that the appellate court is about to reimpose it once it finishes looking at all the evidence in the case. Why does this happen? Because there is no outrage. There's outrage by Bobby Kennedy. There's outrage by Gerald Celente. There's outrage by Andrew Napolitano. There's outrage by libertarians. There's outrage by some progressives. But the vast majority of Americans are ho-hum. The government suppressed somebody's freedom of speech. I don't care. Ho-hum. The FBI spied illegally on 278,000 Americans. We did that one last week. It wasn't me. What do I care? There's no outrage because there's no love of liberty anymore, because we are so immune to the government trampling our liberties. We expect it to happen.
I wish I meet these two amazing gentlemen. I wish I would meet. Like, I really hope I meet you guys one day. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I don't know them, they really make me proud. They really, I'm proud of them. I don't even know them, okay? But I'm so proud of them. Because they're real patriots. Like, they love America. They love democracy. They love people. They love freedom. They don't love war. They're anti-war. I'm anti-war. I don't like war. I don't like innocent people dying. Over what? So rich people can get rich and get more money? Y'all need to wake up.
For liberty. And what'd you say about them trampling our...
We are not scandalized when the government tramples our liberties because it happens so frequently. We expect it to happen.
And again, there's no fight. And it's so sad that it's again, the people are so out of touch. You know, they don't know anything about anything.
Everything's fine.
I mean, what do? You think they're reading about all the facts going on? They listen to sound bites, and that's all they know. You know, my father, may rest in peace, I just started learning about stuff, and I get upset. And he say, son, take it easy. People have little minds. And he's 100% right. I mean, again, what's your favorite war? World War I? No, I like the Peloponnesian War. How about the 100-Year War? And what's your favorite crusade, Judge? The First Crusade or the 13th? You know, I mean, it's been going on forever. And the masses just march off.
They do.
And now, to me, they're dumber than ever. You It was just people walking down the street. And you think I want to hear you screaming on your damn phone and all of the people are so out of touch with reality. They have no concept. This article that you write about freedom, it's so important.
No outrage. Is there any
Not only
outrage?
no
Is there any?
There was no news.
Correct.
No news, no outrage, no nothing.
Nope.
Correct. Well,
All
the
I'm
media,
hearing is that-
the media, which used to be a champion of free speech, the mainstream media, I'm not talking about you and me, the mainstream media is in bed with the government on all this. The mainstream media championed the government on.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the government and the social media and mainstream media are all in cahoots, are all in working together, are all in bed fucking each other? Like, so that's not democracy? Oh. See, that's all it takes to really understand. But of course, you don't have an. It's easy to say. Then I mean, you get the point. You know what I'm saying? But I pray for the people that don't really have like a space to really take it in, pause, but to understand and apply it in their life.
Closed businesses and made you wear a mask and wouldn't let you go to mass and made just. It's hard for me to believe this happened, but of course it did, and we all lived through it. And the media championed them on. Challenge the government on these things, and they'll call it disinformation and take you right down, unless you're on one of the websites that doesn't challenge for content.
Yeah. Now I used to be on everybody. I used to be on CNN back in the 90s and early 2000s, like 3 or 4 times a month. And they used to let me say what I wanted to say.
Wow.
No more. You're not allowed to be on if you don't say what they say. And
Nope.
again, you have shows like The View and it's like so highly rated. How could you be so stupid to watch the crap spewing out of the mouth of these morons? How stupid can you be? How stupid can you be?
Colonel Douglas McGregor, whom you and I know and profoundly respect, maybe the brightest military mind in the country, advised Ron Paul and Donald Trump cannot get on mainstream media. I mean, I have him on once a week, but he cannot get on mainstream media because he challenges their orthodoxy.
Yeah,
Ukraine has already lost the war. The government knew before the war started Ukraine would lose. Oh, we know that from the documents that the government says Jack Teixeira released, the accuracy and authenticity of which the government has never challenged. McGregor is 100% correct. He footnotes everything he says. He's funny, articulate, witty, brilliant. They won't put him on because he challenges their orthodoxy.
Yeah. Again, I used to be on everybody. I mean, remember I used to be on Fox all the time with you.
I think that's how you and I met.
Me too. I used to be everywhere. I'm kidding, man. I was never everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I don't want to be on CNN. Fuck CNN. Fuck Fox 9. Fuck Fox Nation. Fuck NBC. Fuck MSNBC. Like, get the fuck out of here. Fuck the mainstream media. Y'all motherfuckers are the real enemy of the people. 100%. Anyways, chat, I hope you like that stream. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe. Before I go, there's one more thing that I say. And it goes like this. Make sure you take care of your mental health. And make sure you take care of your mental health. And do the real work. Do the real work. You gonna thank me. You gonna say, thank you, bro. Or, thank you. I really appreciate it. Because, you know what I'm saying, I was going through something. Or, now I realize mental health is really, really, really important. And it is. If you only even just do the research. Have a bye.